can highly recommend them. Look at it this way. It's an investment. A good hairpiece will take 10 years off you. But make sure you buy quality. Look what happened to this one. Oh, it's quite safe, don't worry. This is my 53rd flight.
Really? Just approaching Brisbane, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the bumps, just a spot of turbulence. Nothing to write home about.
Rex Boyden. Australian Flying Corps in the Great War. Flown in New Guinea, Tasmania, Victoria.
Can't hold down a job, eh?
You? Why would Jean Batten want to go out to dinner with a mug like you?
Why not?
Because she's a big shot, a celebrity. She's just broken the London to Sydney solo record.
She's a woman. She eats. I'm a man. Yeah, probably just make an idiot of myself asking.
She'd be worth a try, though.
Nah, you're right.
Oh, come on. She's a woman. She eats.
You're a bastard.
3,000 feet.
Miss Jean Batten, Sydney, JF 3646, thanks, Pat.
Cheerio, Mr. Tibbet.
See you next time, Mr. Graham. Jean, hello. This is Bert Shepherd.
I'm not sure if you'll remember me, but we met at your Lord Mayor's reception in Sydney last month.
Oh, yes.
I was sitting on your right.
Now, let me think.
We talked about using aircraft for mapping.
For mapping?
Yeah, you know, aerial photographs.
I think I remember. We also talked about radio navigation beacons and the possibilities for women pilots in the airlines, and Chopin, and how silly and stuffy that reception was. And I don't know if it was on purpose or by accident, but I remember we played footsies while I was talking to Sir Charles McClelland about the King's abdication. Do I have the right man?
No, I don't know who that could have been.
I'm sorry, Bert. Where are you?
Brisbane. But I'll be on Friday's flight down, and I was wondering if you'd be free for dinner.
I suppose I could reschedule feeding the cat and putting the milk bottles out.
Oh, wonderful. I'll telephone you when I get in, shall I?
I'll look forward to it. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't tell me. She knocked you back. What did you say if I told you you were rostered to Brisbane on Friday night?
Rex, if I have to quit this job and walk there, I'm going to be in Sydney on Friday night.
Ain't love grand?
Those scones, they're hot.
Hello, Viola. Hasn't journey off?
Oh, better than last year when the track was rained out.
Oh, I remember. Sliding everywhere. Leave those for Bernard.
He's not back yet.
Here, I'll get those for you.
No, that's fine.
Please, you'll do yourself an injury, Mrs.
Oh,
O'Reilly.
here he comes. The blighter.
Jim, Janet.
Howdy, stranger.
Bernard, these are the Parmenters.
Good afternoon.
How you doing? Sorry, love. I got held up. I'll get the bags.
Well, if I can salvage my scones, you'll probably be ready for some afternoon tea.
Take it easy.
You're in trouble.
So are you.
So beautiful, that forest on the drive up. The enchanted forest.
Well, just sit anywhere.
You could have city people up here by the hundreds if you advertised.
Yeah, that's why we don't.
But I'll give you some cards to give to your friends. Bernard, could you give me a hand in the kitchen, please?
Excuse me.
Don't mind me, I'm elsewhere.
Sorry, Lee. Time just got away from me. Could have kicked myself.
Well, I wish you had. Flu's jiggered again. I had to get everything ready myself, what with Rose off picking them up. Sometimes I really wonder what you find to do out in the bush.
You know that earring? The one you hunted high and low for last year, the blue one.
Where on earth?
Sat in Bowerbird's nest down in Peterson's Gully.
Oh, Bernie. Now all we have to do is find out who owns it. It's not mine. Found mine in the chook run in January.
Thank you.
It's a great book. Truly. It's been a huge success in America. We're publishing the Australian edition down in Sydney. It's changed my life.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a ticket for James West train?
From the old country. I can pick the accent, you see. Ah, 54th flight today.
Well done.
How many for you?
I'm sure I couldn't say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Westray.
So, Hazel, where were we?
Winning the friends. I wouldn't have thought you'd need any assistance in that department, Mr. Graham.
Well, I'm no stranger to a lot of the techniques. Positive thinking, outgoing manner, enthusiasm. But Carnegie turns it into a science. Things like this. When you have a customer, get him into a positive frame of mind. Keep him saying yes.
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
Hi, Hazel. Can I use the phone?
Certainly. What number would you like?
Metro Goldwyn Mayer. It's F.
4462.
Great book. Rolly Graham. Bill Fountain.
Yes. 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 Oh, yes, sir.
Of course, he was too young to take part, so they sent him to sit in the corner. He was the cockatoo. He was the one who was supposed to warn them when he saw the police coming. But somebody said they heard a horse riding through town at midnight. They didn't know who it was. They never found
Sorry.
out who it was.
I think you have a ticket to Sydney. Barnett. I've arranged to pay by cheque.
Is this your signature on the cheque, Mr. Barnett?
Yeah.
It says Binstead.
Yeah, well, that's my name. Joseph Binstead. I travel under the name Barnett.
You're right. Yeah. There's a lot of thinking about it.
No trouble. I'm sorry, Mr. Binstead. Enjoy your flight.
Barnett.
Barnett.
Weak cyclonic depression centred approximately 60 miles east of Brisbane. Low cloud base between 1,000 and 3,000 feet. Wind southeast to east, 25 to 35 knots in the south, 40 to 50 knots north of the gap. Mr. Fountain is going to enjoy his picnic hamper, is he not?
Have a bag, Joe.
Showers heavy with occasional embedded thunderstorms.
Oh, well, if it gets too rough, we'll give the mountains a miss, head for the coast.
See out the storm on a nice, safe beach.
We'll see out the night. That's unless you've got something important planned in Sydney.
John Proud, the 1 o'clock flight to Sydney.
I'm sorry?
John Proud, I'm booked on the flight to Sydney.
Well, all the passengers with reservations have just left.
I booked on Monday.
Oh, dear. I've got you down for tomorrow, Mr. Proud.
Look, I have to be on that flight. The plane will take more than 4, won't it?
Stinson seat 8? Oh, it's getting awfully tight for time.
And tighter by the second.
We'll hold the flight.
Here we are, gents. Straight on board, I'll take care of the damage.
Thank you very much.
Bill Fountain.
Ah, Westray. James Westray.
I design movie houses, Westray. What are you in?
What did you say you did?
I'm an architect. I design movie houses.
Good Lord, does somebody actually design them?
I do.
Extraordinary.
Have you flown much, Mr. Binstead?
Barnet. A little.
54 flights.
You keep a tally?
Yes, in a diary. Our company prints them down in Sydney. See, look at this. Have a day to a page. We also print them a week to a page, a week to a double page.
Very nice.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. There'll be a slight delay on departure time. There's a passenger running late. Shouldn't be long.
This looks like the late Mr. Proud.
Here you go, sir. So you keep it. Thanks a lot. Afraid you lost that one. Don't worry, we'll look after it.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sorry about this. Not at all.
The more the merrier.
So, what do you have planned tonight for the lovely Miss Batten?
Fuel on right tank.
Let me guess. 6:30, the orchids arrive. She reads the card.
Fuel pump on.
7:30, drinks at the Australia. A chat about flying.
Mixture's rich.
8 o'clock, dinner at Emil's. And somehow the subject of female beauty comes up. She becomes shy.
Controls free.
9:30, a walk by the quay. The hands gently touch, almost by accident.
Brakes off. Fountain, the people of the MGM office in Brisbane, happy birthday.
Well. 42 today, and I feel like two 21-year-olds.
Oh, he's a Dr.
Martinis! Captain, join us.
Sorry, driving.
Who'll join me?
Just holding 2500.
Made it. Westbury?
No, thank you.
Ah, come on.
I said no, thank you. Sure.
Rolling?
Aye.
Gentlemen?
Thank you.
sorry, gentlemen. Sydney flight should have been here by now, but we're thinking that I can't get down because of the weather. Well, visibility's 0. Ah, they'll have gone on to Sydney.
Couldn't you talk to them on the wireless?
Well, I'm afraid this is our only Stinson that doesn't have a wireless. But I've made arrangements to get you all on the night train. Or there's another plane through tomorrow morning.
Plane for me.
Yeah, next time too, I reckon.
Yes, he's definitely on the flight, Mrs. Fountain. The aircraft was slightly late in leaving Brisbane. It shouldn't be much longer now.
Thank you very much. And you're waiting for?
Stinson.
There's no one of that name on the passenger list, sir.
I'll wait anyway, thanks. You never know. I'm here now, aren't I?
I'm expecting Mr. Johnston from the Department of Civil Aviation. Oh, Edgar. The office. Well, they normally take the inland route over the mountains here and pick up passengers at Lismore. But there's some weather in the mountains and they didn't land. If they've taken the coast route, they'll have run into strong southerly headwinds. So either way, the weather's against them. Damned if I know where they are.
Well, we're only an hour late. What does Robinson say?
He's away fishing. You don't disturb GA when he's fishing.
Left Brisbane at 1 o'clock. Still got fuel. We have to assume they're still flying.
Probably taken the coast and slowed up by the headwind.
So we'd better put a light in the window, hadn't we? Claude, if they took off at 1 o'clock... If they took off at 1 o'clock, they're out of fuel. Whatever they're doing, they're not flying. I've ordered the lights off.
Hang on. Yes.
All right, Claude, calm down. You did the right thing by ringing me. You got the Avro 10 down there with you at the moment, haven't you? I want her ready to fly a search at first light. I'll organize the Brisbane end. You handle the search from Sydney. P.G. Taylor. I want P.G. Taylor. I want the Air Force. I want everybody looking. Claude? These are our people, Claude. And we're gonna find them.
We apologize for this interruption to Friday night dancing. Our newsroom received the following information from Mr. G.A. Robinson, Managing Director of Airlines of Australia. The airline's 1 o'clock flight from Brisbane to Sydney has failed to arrive at Sydney Aerodrome. intensive search will commence at first flight tomorrow. In order to concentrate tomorrow's search, Airlines of Australia will be pleased to hear from any members of the public who may have sighted the aircraft, which is a 3-engine Stinson, serial number VHUHH. Reports of sightings should be directed to the airline's Brisbane office, telephone number FA 3366. Now we return you to Friday night downstairs.
Didn't hear it go over today, did you?
Surely you would have heard by now. Well, if there's no telephone wherever they've landed, we might not hear from them till the morning. Please wait. I'll be back in a moment. You will contact me? Of course we will. I'll telephone you in the morning.
Everything coming through indicates they went the coast route, but the search should still cover as many inland areas as possible.
I'm sorry, Claude. I couldn't get through on the phone, so I,
Good. Jean Batten, Edgar Johnston from Civil Aviation.
How do you do?
We're just going through the reports. They were heard over Coffs Harbour and Nambucca Heads about 3 o'clock.
Both places?
Well, given amateur reports and people's sense of time, they could both be about right. But someone hears them at Maxville at 4 o'clock, an hour later.
Took them quite a while, wouldn't you say?
So we put the Maxville report to one side. 3:30 report from Crescent Head, south of Kempsey here.
Could be consistent.
What's happening with the search?
We start first flight 7:30 a.m. It's all organised.
Nobody organised me. Who else hasn't been told? Wonderful. Oh, now, do you have a number for Bunty Dixon these days? Thanks, Dean. I'll see you tomorrow.
We all know with what care we have to accept amateur reports, and obviously some of those that we have are contradictory, but what I've told you is all that we know so far. Now, I'd ask you all to restrict yourselves to the search areas you've been given to avoid wasted effort. And I'd like to express again Airlines of Australia's appreciation for your help in this matter, which could have serious repercussions on public confidence in the industry that we all... We've got 13 planes up searching, Mr. Robinson, and it looks like we'll have 25 up tomorrow. The response has been wonderful. Yes, sightings as far south as Broken Bay. So it seems like they were within, say, 15 minutes of Sydney.
So you're centering the search down there? Yes, I appreciate that, but it's just so close to a populated centre, you'd think someone would have heard the crash. Unless they went into the sea. Anyway, Claude, we've had nothing up this end, so I'm coming down. I'll see you tomorrow. Hazel!
I'm all right.
Cocktail hour, you reckon? Ooh. Something to get water in.
I see. Look, you chaps. I've had a look around, and I think it's time to make some decisions. I think if anyone was coming for us, they'd be here by now, don't you?
It's only been a day.
It's been fully a day. There are farms around here.
Farms?
And if someone had seen the plane crash, they'd be here by this time. I saw a farmhouse down there. I think much the best thing would be for me to go down and get some help.
You saw a farmhouse in this?
Yes. Over here. Instead.
Here we go.
Instead, be a good fellow. Look down there and see a farmhouse. There! Where are my fingers pointing? The sun glinting off the roof there. Instead, this is the Proud's benefit. He's going to die if we don't get help. Someone's got to go, and I'm afraid it has to be me.
Now, look, just hold on. Jim, is it?
James.
Look, we're in the middle of nowhere here. We ought to stay put. Anyone will tell you that. Wait for a search party.
What if there is no search party?
Well, they'll spot the wreck from the air. They'll send out a party on foot.
How do you think they'll spot the wreck from the air? I think we're going to have to help ourselves. Otherwise, we may very well starve to death.
Well, look, if anyone goes, it ought to be me. You're a crook, you mightn't, mate.
Well, be a bit of a scramble, old boy. And I do have 20 years on you.
Yeah, there it is. I can see it all right.
How far?
Oh, 12 or 15 miles, you reckon?
Day's walk.
Looks like 6 here.
9 makes 4 each.
No. Here, take my cigarette case, Westray. I can scarcely do that, old boy.
Take it. Stop them getting crushed.
Well, thank you. Well, I don't want to waste any time.
See you soon, James.
Cheerio.
Goodbye.
Well, better get some water.
Everybody knows where the river goes.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Let's hope the news is better today.
Yes. No, I assure you, Mrs. Fountain, you'll be the first to hear. And if there's anything at all we can do, communicate with your family in America. Anything at all. Well, we're putting all our energies, we're putting everything we've got into it. And if there's any news at all... Goodbye, Mrs. Fountain.
You hear it? There it is, eh? Hey, we're here! We're here! Here we are! Get the fire! Hey! Get the fire! Hey! We're here! Get the fire! Get that off! Get that off! Get the dry stuff! Get the dry stuff on! Ah!
at least we got some water.
No, you're not.
Where's it going today?
It's going to Egypt to see the pyramids.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's going to Sydney. It always goes the same way.
You're right. It always goes the same way.
We've searched the Hawkesbury, but the gullies are so deep there could be a plane in there and we could miss it. Before you write that area off, there'd have to be a ground search. Perhaps the army.
A lot of people are beginning to think she went in the sea.
A very small possibility. They'd be way off course over the sea. Now, if you want my opinion, she'll be found on land.
If at all. We've never found the Southern Cloud. That's been 6 years.
Excuse me, there's a call.
If it's another sighting, could you...
I think you should take it.
Smart here.
So,
Yes?
13 planes yesterday, 25 today.
I'm right for tomorrow.
June, you can't have had much sleep.
I know what I'm doing, Mr. Robinson.
Thank you very much, sir. I may call you back over the next day or so. Goodbye. Skipper of a boat. He was out on Broken Bay today and found a big oil patch. No wreckage, but...
Could they have got out? If they went down into the sea, could they have got out?
It's
Not
possible.
a chance.
Anything's possible. At least we should mount a sea search.
I'm calling off the search.
Cooey! Hello!
Janet, tadpole pond?
The tadpole pond again? How many were there?
Saturday. Monday. Tuesday. Wednesday. Now looking a bit further north. Washout. Days.
If you want something to do, there's that third bedroom needs painting.
You know, I never did see it go over. Stinson. Didn't go over Friday.
Government people know what they're doing, Bern.
They did. It's the first time ever. They don't add up. They're all saying it disappeared near Sydney.
That's what they say.
Yeah, but they haven't found it there.
Bernard, I just want the room painted before the university people arrive on Tuesday.
Bob! Hey, Bob!
Yes, Pet?
Bernard O'Reilly wants you on the phone!
Don't talk to me about that aeroplane. I'm lucky to be alive, mate.
How's that?
I was on the roof of my shed in the storm on Friday, and there it was, extra low. These three propellers coming straight at me. I thought I was mincemeat.
Oh, at the last minute, our duck's down and its wingtip clips the shed and takes half the bloody roof off.
Look, Charlie Steinhardt saw it, Gus Breen, and the Simpsons, we all saw it. It was heading for the range. All right then. Ta-ra, Boney.
O'Reilly's guest house.
Bernard, I couldn't help hearing.
We're all friends here, Grace.
I was talking to your brother Herb. He saw it as well. Do you want me to put you through to Airlines of Australia?
What for?
Or to tell them? Oh, the government, the police, someone should be told.
Hold your horses. What are we going to tell them? A couple of cockies think they saw an aeroplane.
Well, I think someone should know.
Yeah, I'll talk to Herb tomorrow.
Thanks, Grace.
Want me to start telling the big bugs down south what's what?
Rig cuts. I think he snicked it. The keeper has it, and he's out. He's caught by Ames. Goal chance for 29 in Australia.
Open the door, look up, and there it is. As big as a boxcar, VHUHH, and heading straight for Richmond Gap, but real low. I've never seen it so low.
Bit of a puzzle.
They say it went down the coast, don't they? Went into the sea.
You know anything about aeroplanes?
Oh, yes. Not as much as I know about anything I don't know much about.
Well, if the weather was bad, why would you head down the coast?
Because it's flat. There's no mountains, it's safer.
Exactly. You wouldn't take the coastal route. after you'd crossed the mountains, would you? There'd be no point.
No. What were they doing up here?
If you two are finished solving the problems of the world, the tea's getting cold, and Bradman's into bat.
Hey, no hurry. He'll be in all day.
I reckon all those people down south are wrong.
You and your fool ideas.
Whoa, mate, whoa.
Mr. O'Reilly, Mr. Bernard O'Reilly?
Yes?
Harry Meisner, Brisbane Courier Mail.
Oh, yes?
I'm up here, investigating some local sightings of the, Stinson that disappeared last Friday.
Oh, yes?
You didn't happen to see the Stinson go over on Friday, did you?
Afraid not.
Any idea what might have happened to it?
What'd Grace call you?
Well, a lady did phone us, the local postmistress.
Grace?
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
She said she wasn't going to phone the authorities.
I'm a reporter, Mr. O'Reilly. I've never been accused of being an authority.
I read the newspapers, Mr. Meisner. They make country people out to be mugs. Hillbillies.
I'm a country boy myself, Mr. O'Reilly. I was born in New Farm.
You still here?
I was, wondering about a room for the night. Sugar, Miss O'Reilly.
Rose.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Milk?
Oh, in the fridge.
Charlie Steinhardt. Stevens brothers, my brother Herb, all saw the aeroplane go over. Here they are. Here's the gap the aeroplane goes through to get to Lismore.
So you're saying it didn't even get past the mountains?
Now, hang on.
Well, what about the reports down south?
They just say they heard it. That's according to your own newspaper. Now, these blokes I know actually saw the aeroplane.
So you're saying the people down south are lying?
When there's trouble, people like to help. This line goes through 4 mountaintops. Wouldn't mind taking a look at those mountains.
That's the regular route from Brisbane, isn't it? I mean, there've been planes going over there every day since. Wouldn't they have seen it?
I'm not the Pope.
Do you reckon you can find it?
Well, an aeroplane crash, there's got to be some trace. I reckon it's worth taking a look, that's all. I mean, don't find anything, there's nothing lost, is there?
How long do you think you'll be?
Oh, not too long. Depends.
Well, how long do you think?
2 days, maybe 3.
Doesn't worry you at all that I'm left here to run the place again?
Big mystery. I've got to take a look.
Certainly a big mystery to me. You've even got yourself believing it, haven't you? Or is it just so you can get away again? Hide out in that forest of yours?
Mr. O'Reilly? Nice.
Snake bite kit. A couple of bits of string and some Condy's crystals. I hope you have to use it.
Good luck. Can I book in for another couple of nights?
You don't think he's actually going to find it?
Oh, no one else has.
Instead. No.
my bird. For the heat. Take it easy. I don't know if I can do that again. You go home, son. Go on. You don't.
Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which of thy bounty we are about to receive, through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Bernard late again, Mrs. O?
No, he's just off doing something or other.
He's looking for an aeroplane. Pardon? Aeroplane?
He's just taking a look around to see if that aeroplane that crashed might have crashed around here somewhere. Well, they fly over here on their way to Sydney.
That's where it's supposed to have crashed, isn't it? Down near Sydney?
Yes, that's right. But he's taking a look just in case.
Now, Mr. Meisner, more gravy?
Thank you. Please call me Harry. Thank you.
Would you be so kind as to turn off the lights before you retire, Mr. Meisner?
Certainly, Mrs. O'Reilly. Good night.
Good night.
I can't sleep. Thank you.
Have you ever been to Cloudland?
knows if I stray? God knows. Not much longer for me.
Well, they'll come. They always come at the last minute.
I want you to go. Please. Tomorrow.
But I can't go.
You will die too. I want you to go. Please.
what's happening in the 5th test.
Bradman was 165 not out. Probably still batting. You're two very lucky fellas. How on earth did you get out of that?
Well, when everything stopped, there was fire. I stood up, and then I fell over. That's when I realized my leg was broken.
Then he pulled me out.
How'd you manage that?
Can't remember. I suppose I was in shock.
Then he helped me pull the other bloke out, Westray.
This other chap?
Yeah, he was the bloke who fetched you.
Came off my own bat.
Well, he went to get you. He saw your house down the hill.
Nobody lives up here.
Well, he saw a house. So did Binstead.
Well, he didn't want you to panic.
How could you be so stupid? You let him go out into this.
That was his idea!
Now hold it. I'll scout around for him. Better take a look at your leg.
It's not pretty.
Right. I'll just go and get some help. Better get you blokes out of here. There's plenty of firewood and the tea and spare water.
How long will you be?
I'll be back tomorrow. This other chappie, which way did he go?
Oh, down the hill. You won't forget about us.
Try and remember.
We can't find us again!
Mr. Westray?
Oh! Oh!
Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy Lord, Jesus. Hail Mary, Mother of God. Pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Dr. Lawler's on his way. We're going to meet at the north and south junction of Christmas Creek in about an hour. I'll take the doctor and my party, and we'll head up the fast way.
We know your fast ways, Bernie.
Yeah, the perpin' bloody dicular.
You reckon Doc Lawler's up to it?
Well, we'll carry him if we have to. Crowd could die. It's a compound fracture. Gangrene. Maggots are in it.
Lovely.
Now, your lot has to clear the old blaze track along the top.
That's not a flaming track, Bernie. That's only a line of marked trees from when the surveyors went through.
Well, in 24 hours, it's got to be a track. It's the only way we'll get them out on stretchers.
Yes, they're meeting in an hour down at the Christmas Creek Junction. Just a minute, will you?
Well, I got my old hay truck.
Hello, Hillview.
That'll take a few.
He's a bit under the weather, if you know what I mean, Grace. But don't you worry, I'll get him out.
No, I said stretchers. We'll have to make them up there. So if you've got some hessian or any old sugar bags that we could stretch between a couple of poles.
Oh, my, he's a big lad for 16. Why don't you bring him too? They've got a fearful lot of work.
She's already awake, love. She wants to know what all the commotion's about. Well, she could get some tucker ready and I could bring it out with me.
Harry Meisner, ma'am, Brisbane Courier Mail. I'm looking for Mr. O'Reilly.
They've gone.
Where to?
Christmas Creek Junction.
Listen, you couldn't tell me how to get there, could you?
I suppose.
Thanks.
Go down the road,
Mm-hmm.
over the hill,
Right.
through the creek.
Yeah.
Don't go left. Top of the next hill, turn right, in about 5 miles, you should see him.
Bob? Doctor?
Bernard? You're the one who found them. What do they look like?
Come on. We've got to get going.
Well, at least we need to keep you alive till you show us where they are. So just stand still.
There, Mama's boy. Brian Bugger's getting a bit frisky. Give him a pill, Doctor. That'll fix him up.
G'day. I never doubted you'd find it. And I was wondering if I could come along for the ride.
Reckon you're up to it?
Fit as a fiddle.
You're on.
Come on, keep moving there, fellas. Oh, cut the cackle, will you?
All right, still stick first.
Mate, we've had it to the doctor 3 times. Tell you what, I'll be at the doctor 4 times. I'll live with you, Bert. Righto, you blokes. This is where the track starts. That's a track. That's her. Glad you told us.
Move up a bit, Jerry. I'll round me.
Whoa there! How you going? I'm all right.
How much further, Bernard?
A couple of hours yet.
How you feeling?
Okay. You?
It's been going for 24 hours straight.
He's seen the survivors.
Come on, mate.
Come on.
to you too.
What did Bradman end up getting?
169. Australia 604 for the first innings.
Mum used to make.
You're a lucky lad.
The maggots, Doc.
They're your best friends. Yeah. They ate out the gangrene. Wasn't for them, you'd be dead. Or I'd be cutting the leg off. I came prepared to.
Steady over the rock. Just up under the tent now, fellas.
Steady now. We're right. Around. Right. Come around, you got.
Not far now. Take it easy.
Right, come around me. You're right there, Ken. All right, yeah. Keep coming, mate. Take that down. Keep it going, boys.
Come on, I'll give you a hand. Don't want him getting up to any mischief.
Steady, boy. You go around the edge. Yeah, go around the edge. Down the edge. Steady. Steady there. Take it, Edward. Fellas. Steady, boys.
Just hold it there.
Righto, go. Thank you.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I'll stay.
I'll be heading back now. Gotta find my story in.
You're mad. You never find your way.
Reckon I'll just follow my own slide marks. I'll be all right.
Mr. Waldron?
Yeah, up. Thanks, Bernard. Listen, you know you're quite a hero.
Don't you go printing that. You want heroes? You take a look at those blokes up in the tent. Or that young English chappie down by the creek. Even then you'd be wrong. There's nobody here who's done anything that any decent bloke wouldn't do.
All right. Tell you what. Hillbilly finds plane by mistake. That suits you.
Can you get this bloke to a telephone?
Oh, bloody city blokes.
We've only got one use for newspapers, and that's not reading them. Come on.
You know Mr. O'Reilly for very long?
Yes.
Is it all right?
It's good.
What's all that money you've got?
What money?
How much is it?
100 quid.
It's more than that. It's thousands.
Brisbane horses, old son. Wanted at the track.
You're a bit of a rogue, are you? Is that what you are?
You told anyone? About the money?
You can tell me. I saved your life.
Yeah? And I saved yours. Mr. Brown.
Mama bird.
Pack up all my cares and woes, here I go singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird, where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird, no one here can love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all have me. Make my bed right tonight, I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, bye, bye.
Large rescue party of 80 men then carried the survivors out to waiting ambulances, ending the mystery surrounding the airlines of Australia plane, a 3-engine Stinson, which crashed in these rugged mountains 12 days before, leaving no trace. And the hero of the hour is Queensland bushman Bernard O'Reilly, seen here resting after his marathon 48-hour trek through the trackless snake and leech-infested jungles of southeast Queensland. O'Reilly, famous now as the man who followed his hunch and found the crash that an extensive air search had failed to find, set out on foot without even a compass, navigating by his bushman's instinct to save the lives of 2 Sydney men doomed to perish. All Australia says, 3 hearty cheers to you, Bernard O'Reilly, peacetime upholder of the Anzac tradition.
Mr. O'Reilly, what made you think that you could find the aeroplane?
Well, these straight up and down mountains aren't the best place to fly an aeroplane in a storm, and no one else had been able to find it. So I thought this would be the most likely place for it to be.
And Mrs. O'Reilly, what do you think of your husband now?
Well, actually, I think he's rather wonderful.
She would.
Friday night, Michael Keaton stars in your comedy movie special, Johnny Dangerously, an hilarious send-up of crime in the 30s. That's 8:30 Friday night here on 10. But coming up next, all the week's showbiz news from America in entertainment.